I hear from a lot of people who really struggle with dealing with the realization that their interest is not being reciprocated. Why don't they like me? Why don't they want me? What's wrong with me? And why does there have to be something wrong with you for somebody not to be interested? Why do you have to assume that the person is making some sort of value judgment about you, as if to say, well, I'm not worthy of their interest? I mean, it's already assuming that they're oh so special and that you're not. Now, I appreciate, and believe me, I know from personal experience, that it is a dash to your hopes and expectations. It's hard sometimes to deal with that disappointment, to realise that you're interested in somebody and that it's not reciprocated. But it's never, ever about your worth. There are many reasons why somebody may not be interested in you, but none of those reasons equal you are a worthless person or an unworthy person. If you invite me to your party this coming Friday and I turn around and say no, at what point am I making a value judgment about you? Now, I might turn down your party because I already have a prior engagement. Maybe I turn down your party because I know that it's a formal party, but I only really want to go to a casual party. Maybe I turned down your party because I'm just not in a particularly good place right now. I know that I would not be great company. I know that I would not be able to meet your expectations. I'm not even sure if I could meet my own expectations. So I decline your party. Maybe I decline your party because I'm the type of person that doesn't like to agree to attend these parties for fear that they might miss out on something better. It's like, ooh, if I say yes to this, what am I then turning around and saying no to? So they like to keep their options open. I might be the type of person who normally goes around saying yes, 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 yes to every single party invitation. But then as it gets closer and closer to the time, I look for reasons to basically duck out of attending that party. So yes, I could have turned around and said yes to your party invitation, but I'd probably be saying no by 5 p.m. this Friday. Maybe the reason why I declined the invitation is because I am hoping that another event is happening this coming Friday, and I kind of want to wait around to see if that's going to happen. I'm already interested in another event, and so I don't want to rule myself out of that. Maybe it's that I was supposed to be going to an event this Friday, but then I had a disagreement of some sort with the person who is organising the event, and now I'm hoping that if I can smooth things over and say all the right things or make all the right promises or whatever it is, or we can just pave the way and smooth over the disagreement, that I can basically attend the party this coming Friday. Maybe I just don't feel like it. I know that whatever it is that I'm feeling right now, I just know that I don't want to go to the party this coming Friday. That's not about you, that's just about me. I don't know. I just don't feel like I want to go. And that's my prerogative if I don't feel like I want to go. Maybe I know what my capabilities are, and I know that this particular type of party, that you sort of have certain expectations of that type of person who's going to attend. And I know that I can't meet those expectations. Maybe I'm really, really flattered by you inviting me to the party, but I know that much as I might like to go along, that I'm probably going to disappoint you, and that, I'm just not in the right headspace right now. But I've given you a number of reasons right there, and not one of those things has anything to do with your worth as a person. And at the end of the day, if I really just don't feel like interested in going to your party, or interested in you, that doesn't necessarily have to be about you per se. It most definitely isn't about your worth, but a lot of the time what people choose to opt in and out of is very much about them, what they feel like doing at that particular time, what they see their capabilities as in that particular context. And so it doesn't really come down to them kind of sitting around debating about your worth. I think the difficulty is that if you're genuinely looking to have a relationship, you can't choose to make every single time somebody doesn't say or do something that you don't want about being a rejection of you as a person and about your worth, because otherwise you're just going to be in pieces. And while you can feel sad that somebody isn't interested in you, that's totally understandable, because we have our hopes and expectations. And even if it's, just this, it's only been an interest for a certain amount of time, that we have a certain amount of hopes and expectations in there. And when those hopes and expectations aren't met, we can feel disappointed, and we sort of almost have to grieve that disappointment. But if we make value judgments about ourselves, then we don't really get to grieve that disappointment. And in actual fact, that disappointment becomes so much bigger than what it is, because it's become this, oh my God, a shot in my worth, and it's taken me down. I think also we can, at the same time as overvaluing sort of what a person may think of us, like, oh my gosh, they're not interested in me, they must think really, really badly of me. No. And you have to question, is that how you would think about somebody if you decide that you're not interested in somebody? Are you saying that they're a worthless person? If that's not the case, why are you saying that about you? It's also safe to say that much as we might get very, very upset about somebody declining our invitation, or basically not reciprocating our feelings, the interesting thing is there's nothing to say that the person that you're interested in today is still the same person that you would be interested in next month. How many times have you been involved with people who you have felt an interest with, who have then reciprocated your interest, only for you to go out on one date with them and you go, what was I thinking when I went out with them? The same person that you're interested in today might not be the same person that you're interested in on Saturday. And that's not to devalue your interest in people or to devalue others. It's just to say that it doesn't have to be the almighty life-crushing thing that you can easily make it into if you decide to make a judgment about your worth as a person. They're just not that special that anybody should be able to come along, and because they turn around and said they're not interested in you, that your whole life should turn around and cave in. It's about perspective. And yes, you can feel a little bruised in the moment, but just remember that when somebody turns around and says that they're not interested in you, it has got nothing whatsoever to do with your worth as a person. And as long as you keep remembering that, you're not going to be staying down for too long. Take care.